Good morning. Yesterday was day 111 of my AT through hike. Let me give you a little recap. So I was at Lost Pond Shelter for the night, stayed in a tent site there. There were a few of us there, maybe half a dozen people. Some fella showed up at 11 o'clock at night, white light blaring, like shining in everybody's fucking tents and shelter and everything. We were talking about it the next morning while this guy was still sleeping. Pissed me the hell off. Anyway, between Lost Pond Shelter and Clarendon Shelter, it's about 20 miles. And on the elevation profile, it doesn't look that bad. There's no big named mountains or anything like that. But there was a lot of climbing yesterday. You have a little downhill, I think, to start. And then the section out to Little Rock Pond is like a gradual uphill. Tons of rocks, too, like in that pretty much all day. You know, like, not rocks you have to teeter on, but a lot of rocks that you got to, like, figure out where you're putting your feet and stuff. It's just a lot of work. You're lifting your legs all day long. And then you get this big-ass hill before Minerva Hinchy Shelter going northbound. And it's like an ass kicker. It's like a 1.5 mile climb, this no-name little hill. And I think just because it was the midday and height of the heat of the day, and it really kicked my ass. So you drop down to Minerva Hinchy. I think there was another little climb. Then you drop down to Clarendon Gorge, which is beautiful, but the water was pretty low. I was surprised. I was thinking about taking a dip on the not rushing side, and there was like no water over there. And then in the gorge itself, there were some deep pools, but there were a lot of people down there, so I skipped it. And then you have the super steep 3/4 mile ascent after Clarendon Gorge and that road crossing heading up to Clarendon Shelter. Super steep, lots of rocks, lots of rock stairs, good trail maintenance, good trail building there. And then down into Clarendon Shelter. There were a shit ton of people at that shelter last night. Like probably 25 backpackers, a lot of people. Between LT, AT, Nobo, Sobo. Happy trails.